always feel like the beginning of the Muppet Show when I do that. Hey, waka waka waka. It's no 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 no.
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
No, no, no.
No, no, no.
It's drinks with Dee Dee and me and John. Hello. Love you, man.
Love you.
We were just talking about Encino Man. I don't know why. I think when you said, like, for sure, you said something.
Oh, you know what's weird? There's a movie project. I won't say which one, but there's a movie project that they brought him on as a producer, and they keep trying to add John, and I keep saying no for a certain reason. Who knows? Maybe we'll produce a movie with Encino Man.
Oh.
And then you have another connect with Brendan Fraser because you played Rick O'Connell in the Mummy.
In the Mummy cartoon.
Cartoon.
Yep, that's true. I wore the suspenders in the cartoon version of me. But in the real version of me, I wear the 01 shirt. Why? Because we're selling these things like crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to see them out there, which is great because this is all part of the Bring Back Dukes campaign.
I think it's going to work.
Right. So somehow in the last 15, 20 years, no one has decided that the number 01 is a racist symbol. I can't imagine why not. Oh, that 01, that's a terrible thing. Anyway, so these shirts are flying off the shelves, as are the ones Make Television Great Again, which is pretty darn cool. It's got my picture from the
so cute
from the opening credits of Dukes, where I'm looking up at Jilly Ray Dobson. Cute. Are you really Jilly Ray Dobson?
Yeah.
Let's see. What do I remember most about you? Your crush on me.
I thought, it was like, I thought you liked me for my body or something.
Is that a compliment?
At some point. I thought you liked me for my body.
Yeah. What, my body? I don't remember the dialogue, but, and she says,
someone out there will know it.
She says, how our tastes change when we mature. And I say, was that a compliment?
Anyway. Isn't that the scene where Luke starts dying laughing? Because it's like...
Yeah, when she says that, and that's in the opening credits, too. Mm-hmm. It's very fun. Uncle Jesse's like, now, boys. Anyway, a lot of...
But other big news, too, I think.
What was that, big news?
Yeah.
Oh, the shirts are big news.
The shirts are big news.
01.
Another wonderful reference to the Dukes of Hazzard. Yesterday, my friend Sue said, look, Dee Dee, look. And she sends me the mini New York Times, and it had Dukes. It had Dukes on there. Dukes of Hazzard. It did not get canceled.
The blank of Hazzard.
I was so excited about that.
On the New York Times. Okay? And they spelled Hazzard right. A lot of times people claim to be Dukes of Hazzard aficionados, and the two mistakes they make the most, so funny, they call us brothers. Bo and Luke are brothers, and they spell Hazard with one Z.
Which is the correct way.
Well, it's the right way that the actual, just look at the back of the Bronco, because that's what it says on there. Because we got the Bronco from...
The Raptor.
The Raptor from Tim Short Ford in Hazard, Kentucky.
And I was just chatting with him about extended warranty. So they do a really great job down there.
They do.
Hazard, and we're going to be going back soon, and it's going to be fun. But yeah, made the New York Times puzzle and did not get canceled. Yeah,
that's pretty great. Pretty great.
Pretty wonderful.
By the way, the Bronco has been fantastic. We have no issues. When we first got it, there were some people saying, "Oh, I read some things about the Bronco Raptor," and they said it doesn't. What was the number one thing that it kind of rides like a big old truck? No, not at all. And
it's a fun ride.
We are coming up on. Have I had it a year? No, because I got it for my birthday last year. We are coming up.
Good birthday present.
On 1 year. And you know how many miles we have on that thing? We are right at 87,000 miles. And when we got it, it was brand spanking. Brand spanking.
I don't know.
We actually had to do the break-in miles and do the initial oil change and all that, because I think they still do this in the good old days. Especially with the motorcycle, there'd be
the good old days.
Anyway, they would put. I don't know that one.
Making their way, every way they know how.
Anyway, you would have to put break-in oil in motorcycles and in in some trucks and things. They wouldn't want you, and you shouldn't drive over a certain speed for 50 miles or
I've never
100
heard
miles,
that.
something like that. Well, motorcycles, it's important. And I think it is. I think it was with trucks too. Maybe not just regular cars, but nowadays, everything is synthetic, and the engines are mostly
This is
aluminum and
solid, though.
plastic.
This vehicle is solid.
It's very solid. Yeah, no issues with it whatsoever. The only problem we've had with it is not its problem. It's rocks on the interstate, and the thing about a Bronco windshield is it's flat, so it really doesn't deflect. When a rock hits it, you're going to get your windshield broken. So when you watch the documentary,
like replays, I'm going to call them.
when you watch the documentary, you'll notice that for a lot of it, the windshield's broken. Oh well, that's just kind of what happens.
And everybody notices these details that I don't think about a lot of times, but they're like, "Oh, it's so cool to use an old-fashioned atlas." And I love maps. There's always a great big atlas.
Yeah, but that's a brand new atlas.
I know.
I guess using an atlas at all is old-fashioned.
Yes, that's what they're saying. Well,
we were going to get a globe for the Bronco, but I talked her out of it.
Or
we kind of had a
old
globe.
School, we did, but old school, and I love maps. But I mean, think about it. You really need to have an atlas in your car because what if your phone goes down with all the internet and you don't know where to go?
That way. Drive toward the sun.
Well, we still have 15 states left. We're going to make a run here at the end. It's going to be so much fun. We've already had so much fun.
Yep.
It's unbelievable all the places we've gone to and what we've learned, but we absolutely know that we have the best country in the world.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And celebrating great things today. We are celebrating Delta Airlines. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Delta Airlines, for revoking. Here's what Delta Airlines did. If you haven't been following it, Congress refuses to pass the Save America Act. And while they are refusing to do that, the TSA, anyone in the Department of Homeland Security in any regard, right, is not getting paid.
Not getting paid.
So they have been paused, and yet they are still expected or required. I'm not quite sure. I think they're going to, you can't require somebody to go to work and not pay them. So I believe they are doing it out of the kindness of their hearts. They are saying, okay, they're going to work this out. We can't just not show up because the world falls apart. Although if they did just not show up, kind of like when they do when the trash men go on strike in Manhattan.
Oh, that's terrible.
Whole other story. But but while that is happening and real hardworking people are not getting paid, Congress is getting paid. They're never in any danger. Same people that say walls don't work who live in a gated community or live behind a wall. These are the morons in Congress that are refusing to pay the TSA workers. So they also get special, they get to slip in the lines. They get.
Oh, they got all the special treatment.
Yes, special treatment.
And guess
the whole
what?
time.
Not anymore.
Delta revoked it.
Not on Delta.
Right? Said you and Delta, and I think probably in any Delta hub.
Yeah, and that's our airline. We will always fly Delta if we can. We go to Delta first. And really, I don't know.
My brother Mark flew for Delta for 45 years.
And they're wonderful. We just have really great luck with Delta. So thank you. And thank you for doing that, which we are even more enthusiastic about being loyal to Delta. And I'm like, I'm going to book a flight.
So these poor, hard-working, overworked public servants are going to have to wait in line with everybody else.
Members of Congress, I'm sorry, but they've got to make. They do.
Yeah. And as soon as they get inconvenienced in any way, they'll fix that right up. They'll fix it. Be like that. Oh, well, this is atrocious. We can't have this. Yeah, well, it's like, what's his nut? The guy that tries to keep everybody from firing up a diesel generator that flies private. Big, tall, lurch-looking guy. What is that? I haven't heard his name in the...
Well, I know you don't mean Fetterman.
No.
Although he looks like Lurch.
He looks like Uncle Fester.
Uncle Fester, that's right. Festerman.
That's funny. No, the big guy. He's not in the news that much anymore. He's got a big nose, and he flies private. But he flew to the world. He always talks about cows outgassing and all kinds of all kinds of crazy.
Yeah,
Lynn
let's
Flint.
let's kill all the cows. Too much money.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There's a good idea.
That makes perfect sense.
Yep. And let's not require anyone to, except of course white males. White males have to show ID no matter what, but anybody else.
It's racist.
No. I think we're about to get that done because this
the airport thing's helping, really. I think I feel so bad for her. We both do. I'm sure we all do.
And
feel
didn't
bad.
Elon say?
And then Elon says, "Hey, okay, well done, Elon, yet again."
Yep.
So that'll move him forward.
Mm-hmm. The Democrats across the board, I believe, have become nothing but an embarrassment. Like, what was the ad Dipsy Doodle put out in California the other day? Gavin Newsom.
Well, all I know is he's comparing himself to American Psycho.
Oh yeah, he put
There's
up a
that.
picture of him and Christian Bale, right? So Christian Bale and is on one side from the American Psycho poster, and on the other side it's Gavin Newsom because he cares about you. Gavin Newsom for the people. Give me an ever loving break. Encino Man, gag me with a spoon.
Honey, that's Valley Girl.
Whatever.
Did they say gag me with a spoon and Encino Man too? I thought it was.
Which one was Moon Unit Zappa in? I think you're right. I think it was Valley Girl. They shot it at the Glendale Galleria.
Yes.
Yep.
That was her dad.
I was there when they were. Frank was her dad. Frank Zappa. Yeah.
Oh.
Frank Zappa is Moon.
Valley Girl. She's a Valley Girl. And then our friend who played your wife played the hot mom in that. Played your wife in Eddie Macon's Run.
Oh, yeah. Lee Purcell.
Very beautiful woman.
Lee Purcell, yep.
And so, but I didn't know that. John and I, we celebrated, actually the first time we met, Lee was there too.
Right, at the Abbott Costello event.
Hollywood Museum, and then we went back and celebrated, but that's our happy place.
She was Jilly Buck.
And then she was the hot mom, Beth. Gorgeous.
I didn't know that. No, she was hot mom in Valley Girl. I never saw Valley Girl. I just remember Gag Me with a Spoon, whatever. I'm like so over it.
And that's the star was Deborah Foreman. I'm sorry, honey, didn't mean to interrupt. But and Nicolas Cage. It's a cult following though. It has a cult following. Maybe we should watch it just for the heck of it. If we can get past the language.
Valley Girl. Like I'm so glad that kind of went away.
Nicolas Cage has always looked kind of weird, but he looks really weird in that movie.
Maybe that's why I'm thinking he's Encino Man. Who was Encino Man?
Brendan Fraser. That's why I brought him up.
Not
because he's Rick O'Connell like you are.
Not Kutcher. Kutcher wasn't in that.
Okay, no. Brendan Fraser was absolutely Encino Man, which I did not like that movie. But I love The Mummy. I could watch that over and over again. It's really good. Maybe not the third one.
The first one?
First and second, Mummy.
Which one was the Scorpion King?
I was second or third.
Which one brought us The Rock? I think
the one where the girl, James Bond's wife, Rachel Weisz, when she left, it was no good. I don't know who the other woman was. She wasn't very good, though. So there may have been 3 good ones, but for sure 2. And I would love to watch the cartoon. We should watch it with you in it.
Sure, why not? I guess it's probably on Tubi. We don't know what happened with the Dukes cartoon. We've not been able to find out anything. There was all kinds of press. That's what they said. We read the press. How we found out. Oh, it's going to be great. They're showing season 2 of the Dukes cartoon on Tubi starting... What was it, like May 1st?
But to be fair,
March 1st,
there's so much stuff on the internet that looks real, and it's not.
So you might have to do what we have to do. We had to go and search it and buy the season. I think it was $9. But yeah, we've been watching movies again. It's been really great. I introduced Dee Dee to the 2.
Oh my gosh.
John Wayne, not that.
No, but first let's talk about
2 John Wayne cop movies.
Those were great.
Brannigan and McHugh. These are terrific movies.
Agreed.
If you have not seen them, they are terrific. And believe it or not, John Wayne is just as believable as a badass about to retire cop as he was a cowboy. So check those out. Brannigan, that takes place in London. And then McHugh takes place in Seattle. I think it's in Seattle. Yeah. So they're 2 really terrific movies. But we got into this because we were watching stuff about Clint Eastwood again. And, there was a documentary on Newsmax about Clint Eastwood that mentioned a bunch of, I hadn't forgotten, but I hadn't thought about Every Which Way But Loose or Any Which Way You Can or The Beguiled or Play Misty for Me or Gauntlet or Thunderbolt and Lightfoot. So I remember, what a great name, Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, Clint Eastwood and oh my gosh, help me. Are you going to help me? You're going to just text?
I'm texting
Jeff
Greg.
Bridges.
Yes, Starman.
And a bunch of other things. Yeah. You're texting Greg about what? About the podcast?
No, about a show.
Oh, great.
I'm paying attention. I can
You're not
listen.
supposed to pay attention. You're supposed to be what is being paid
I
attention
know,
to.
but you were talking. That's good enough. You don't even need me.
So we watched Thunderbolt and
I could
Lightfoot.
just be over here, and John will be fine on his own. But I do like to be with him.
So we watched Thunderbolt and Lightfoot.
It was crazy. It was weird.
It was the weirdest thing. It didn't know what it was. It didn't know if it was a very serious heist movie, or if it was a clown show, or if it just didn't know what it was. But Jeff Bridges is always great. Clint Eastwood is always great. George Kennedy is always great. The other gentleman who's in so many Clint Eastwood movies. Shoot, his name just
Every Which Way But Loose.
But everybody in it was one of those movies where everybody in it was great, but it just wasn't really. Kathy Bach is in it. She's in it in the beginning, in
the very beginning, she got third billing.
Third billing. Jeffrey Lewis. That's the other guy. He's great. So we're gonna watch some other ones. We're gonna watch. She's never seen any of the Dirty Harry movies, which means Dirty Harry, Magnum Force.
And how about the Mary Larry show? That was crazy.
Yeah, but that was really that was good. Dirty Mary and Crazy Larry.
That was crazy.
Right, Jill St. George and Peter Fonda and Vic Morrow in a incredibly insane car chase with a helicopter sequence that it's ironic that poor Vic wound up in the Twilight Zone, getting in
I'll be right back. This is important. I'll be back.
He was involved in a helicopter accident, but he wasn't in the helicopter. He was on the ground, and it was very, very sad and tragic. Something you probably don't know about that. If you know about the accident in the movie The Twilight Zone, where the helicopter went down is the part of the creek out there in near Lake Piru. It's not Lake Piru, but there's a creek that runs through there behind a place that used to be called Indian Dunes, where they shot Baa Black Sheep, and then where we shot a lot of Dukes of Hazzard stuff. But there's this one particular stream, really, but that's where the General Lee flies over in the opening credits of the show. I believe that was Gary Baxley that jumped the car over that creek. But right in that spot, after we had jumped the car, is where the helicopter crashed. And it's an odd area because one day we were waiting for a plane to land. There was an airplane that was part of the episode we were doing, and the airplane went to land up top. It could land down at the bottom. There was an airstrip there for Baa Black Sheep. They could land there without any problem, but when they tried to land up top where the scene was going to be shot, first airplane came up, hit a bump, and turned over, crashed it. Everybody was fine. Guy came up, landed at the bottom, and we took him up in a van to show him where the other airplane had the wreck. And he said, "Oh, the guy must have been an amateur," or something like that. It was like, "Oh yeah, this is no big deal, no problem." He went up, and a little gust of wind caught him, and he went. That also not hurt. But there's something weird about that area. My friend Jack Gill would probably know because, places where there's lots of winds and currents and all kinds of things. So it's a tricky place. But not to fly a car because that car, the General, flies over. It's the one where you can see the camera off on the side. That's a beautiful jump, and that's where that happened. Are you done with setting up whatever it is you're setting up?
Here's the thing. We thanked Sue before, but we wanted to thank Sue Basso for making these quilts. They're absolutely beautiful.
Yep.
So here's a quilt, and then they've got like kind of the stuff on the other side. Look how pretty mine is, and it matches. I love pink, and she pays attention, and she's really a loyal friend, and always watches and comments. So your inside's cute too. The inside, did you show it? It's really cute. So anyway, John tends to go orange or red, and I tend to go pink.
Well, it's red, white, and blue. Thank you.
Yes, of course. So, and I think she calls it
Red.
the stars and bars. I think she named her quilt.
I love it.
I don't know if I have a name, but I wanted to bring these out because it's just our friends and fans are so wonderful. They send hats, they send quilts, and it's not like we ask.
You don't really need to send hats.
I appreciate them, and I do wear them. So anyway, speaking
Thank you,
of
Sue.
which, thank you, Sue Bassett. We really and we.
By the way, I asked
use out of them. We enjoy them. Thank you.
the last two people that won my hats, my We the People 01 hat,
the people.
and the other one, the NYPD hat, which is still right over there.
Yeah, we don't
I
think that
put
yet.
in there on YouTube. I responded and I said, "You are the winner. You were the first one to answer the question right. Please send your name and address, who you want the hat autographed to." And you know what I got back? Nothing. Nothing. So we can't just send hats out into the ether and assume the winner is going to get them. If you get a message back, if you are first,
you win.
And you're on YouTube, you're going to get a message from one of us saying that you won. What is your name and address?
But if not, we're not going to keep going down the line. Yeah, you know, it's a super busy time, and we're happy to give those hats away. But if you don't respond, I guess.
But you got to claim them.
Got to claim it.
Got to claim that hat.
Like all the gold in California. I'm in a singing mood today.
What does that have to do with hats and claiming?
Like claiming gold. You got to claim your gold. What was the movie?
No, you stake a claim.
Stake a claim. What was the movie where the guy was really nasty, but he was also in John Wick? That one we watched, and that was, I thought, a little sketchy. Deadwood.
Ian.
I love him, but boy, all they say in that show
they swear a lot.
CS. I'm not even going to say the word because I hate that word. But it's
a hyphenated word, I think. Anyway, yeah, a lot of I didn't when the show first came out. I love westerns, and I'm a bit of a purist in that regard.
Nobody says that.
So I didn't like the language in it, but because I liked him so much in the John Wick movies, we're giving it a shot. But it is pretty rough, and but they shot it in a great place out in Saugus, California, on Melody Ranch, which is owned by our dear friends, the Values, Andre Renault and Renee. You haven't met them yet, but
I like their name though.
Yep, Andre and Renault and Renee are out there. No, Values is not Polish.
I think they're French.
Yes.
What a guess.
Renaud, Renault. Mm-hmm. Anyway, they are the ones that you see those great pictures of people working late at night trying to get another General Lee ready for tomorrow. These are the folks that built the General Lees. Tom Sarmento kept them going, but the Values built them, and we shot on their property a lot. But they own Melody Ranch, which is where they shot Deadwood and a bunch of other things. It was Gene Autry's place there in the Saugus Newhall area. And Shannon Values is a great guy who what's it called? Red line gauges, I think. If you have a car, you have a gauge. Oh, I thought there was a flash. If you have a gauge cluster, you have something in a car you're restoring and you want to get it done. Shannon's your guy. Red line out of Saugus Newhall area. VALUZET, Values.
I am French lipstick. Yves Saint Laurent.
Yves Saint Values.
No, that's a great name.
Values.
So while we're talking about hats, we've got one. And it's so cute. Isn't this just super duper cute? It's like an Easter bonnet. You know, Easter's coming out.
The Easter parade.
I love Easter Parade. We watch it on Easter. But anyway, this looks like an Easter bonnet to me. It's so cute. So here's the question. Since we were just talking about staking claims, mining, what state mines the most copper?
Got it.
What state?
It had a little thread on it. It was kind of like fishing line. Was the bow go in the front or the back? The bow. Ha! Get it?
Bow on bow.
Bow goes in the back, right?
Usually, yes.
Oh, where the tag is.
Yeah. Usually, yes. You know what? You look pretty.
I know what you're thinking.
You look pretty. Remember when Beau Bridges or whatever, Jeff Bridges wore the
5 shots.
The wig? You can wear a wig and look like a girl for sure.
You know, in all the excitement, I kind of forgot myself. So I guess the question you got to ask yourself is, do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? Oh, that sounded just like it.
We've been watching a lot of Westerns.
Well, and this was who? Hey ho.
Hey ho.
You've not seen, so the question is, what state mines the most copper? That's the big question. And the winner, once they win and they get a little message that says you won, and then they send their name and address,
and we'll
get this lovely hat.
And there are a few of you that probably are still waiting, but we're super busy, but you will get it if, and only if you send your address.
There, goes over there. Cute, what else is going? It's very cute. I like that hat. What else is happening in the world? It's been kind of remarkable what's going on over there in Iran.
Here's something. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
That's a big deal. We still don't know. As we're doing this right now, they have claimed to have a new supreme leader.
So he's an Ayatollah.
Yeah, he's a son, but nobody knows if he's alive,
dead, or
wounded, or because apparently he only talks through a mediary. Will give a written note to the news, or that seems very suspicious to me.
I mean, look, they're on their last leg. We knew, or thank goodness, our president wants to keep us safe because they found out that they were this close to a nuke. This close to being able to nuke us. So guess what? They swooped right in and they took everything out.
Well, they do have missiles that can reach us, and they proved for some reason, and I think this was them not believing that Trump. How could anybody think that President Trump will not do what he says he's going to do?
If only that, even the enemy should get that.
Yeah, I mean, because after a meeting with President Trump, the one sentence that is never uttered from anyone is, I wonder what he meant by that. So he, gosh, where was I going with that? Shoot.
Iran, what's going on? Are they dead?
Oh, so a couple of days ago, they fired a missile apparently into the water, right? But thousands of miles. So thus proving that they have the capability to reach American soil. And I don't know why they did that unless they were thumbing their nose at us. And I think that's a very bad play.
Yep.
So I'm not sure what has happened today. We did not listen to any news this morning, and we should. I guess because
most of the time we do, but
things change minute by minute. Stock market is it had a problem there for a couple of days, but we're back up. Everything is back up. And I saw somebody say, which I thought was pretty great. Do you want to suffer higher gas prices for a little while ensuring world peace?
Safety. How about safety?
And safety,
or preventing World War III.
Yeah, you want that, or do you want the gas prices to be down and let these people have a nuke so it's really kind of crazy because our allies, our friends in the world, who are all benefiting from our efforts in the strait. Do you remember the name of that?
I don't want to get it wrong.
Yeah, I don't want to get it wrong, but you know what I mean. So this waterway is now bottlenecked, kind of like the TSA line at the airports. Whereas before, hundreds of ships would go through. I think maybe 5 or 6 go through a day now. So that's a big problem. Of course, it affects supply, doesn't affect demand. Demand gets bigger while supply gets smaller. Then, of course, the prices are going to go up. But it's a temporary thing, and it's absolutely necessary. So they've got to starve. By they, I mean we, because it's kind of like in I think it was a Little Rascals episode where I think Alfalfa stepped forward and said, "We'll take care of it." And he looked around. He was the only one that stepped forward. I think everybody else left, right? Except maybe Spanky. I think Spanky might have hung around. But we are there risking life and limb, and tremendous finances are being spent. Tremendous dollars are being spent to ensure the safety of not only that region, but really of the world. So it boggles my mind
They don't care.
that other people. Now, there's two ways to think about it. One way is, well, they're doing it anyway. Why should we participate? Well, that's not being very neighborly.
And can nuke everybody because they don't care. They think they're going to go to somewhere with 40 virgins or something. I apologize if I didn't get it right, but I feel like they think they have nothing to lose. They'd rather move on.
Well, they have everything. Everything to gain. I understand. I have been watching quite a number of Muslim, not really converts, but people who grew up under Sharia law, people who grew up Muslim, who are now out of there, who are telling us like it really is. And I've seen these horrific pictures of women who are beaten nearly to death.
Children.
Just
No,
because
they marry kids.
I know, but they're beaten nearly to death just because they didn't cover their head, or they did, but they didn't cover it well enough.
Like this came out, and then they
and they're drag. I mean, now of course, not everyone is like that, but it sounds to me pretty much like that's what Sharia law is.
Well, Sharia law is not. Look, there are some lovely Muslims for sure that don't adhere to Sharia law and beating women and saying you can marry a 12-year-old girl. Remember all that? I mean, they were talking about it. I think it was on.
Who is gifted from one man to another without the girl's consent.
Oh yeah, they have no say. Forget it. And they're a child. And then if it doesn't work, or if they kill them by being a man to a child, which can happen, which is so disgusting, then you can marry the sister or so. It is so gross. It is so messed up. These poor people are treated like chattel. They're nothing. I mean, a Sharia law. If you're a woman and if you're a non-Muslim woman, they will torture you so badly and that you.
Oh, and not spill their coffee.
And they don't care.
So
them.
This is not just. Well, this is not the difference between Protestants and Catholics or Baptists and evangelicals. This is a huge difference. So for people
humans and animals
don't know what Sharia law is about, and I'm just learning. This is just the tip of the iceberg for me. But people who don't know, who somehow feel that it's just a difference in apologetics or it's just a difference in doctrine, who get online and fight for, we need a Sharia law community in Texas. Thank God for Governor Abbott, who said, hell to the hell no, we're not going to have Sharia law community or otherwise in the great state of Texas. Over with, done. But some other ones are doing the same thing.
But Michigan and Minnesota, and I might be wrong, I think it's more Minnesota, but I think Michigan as well. They literally have communities that the councils are all Sharia law people. So the feds are trying to deal with that. But, we're a country where we like for there to be states' rights. However, if you're Sharia law, that ain't any rights. That's not American. Get out.
Yeah, that's not a state's right. And
that's not even a human right. They treat people like animals.
So do your research. Look up some things and find out what this law is about. Find out what you don't call them devout, extreme. Find out what the extreme Muslims believe, and then remember that allegedly, I'll say, during Biden's reign of terror on the world, there were somewhere between 15 and 20 million people that were allowed to come into our country, many of which are Muslims, many of which are probably mild Muslims, and many of which who are extreme Muslims, who believe that all of this stuff that we now, if you're going to believe that, go to your country and believe it. I still think it's I think that's
Look, if you're
flying
a
in the
Muslim,
face of
whatever.
God and everything.
If you're a Muslim, honey,
treating people that way is just not right.
I don't get it, but if you're a Muslim, I'm sure there are many lovely Muslims. But if you're a Sharia law person, forget it. That's anti-American. Get out. You want to go to Pakistan, you want to go to Iran, Iraq, whatever, enjoy. Syria, whatever, but not here.
Now, maybe there are levels. Maybe there are levels of that too. I don't know. I mean, it's like there's a first degree murder, second degree murder, and third degree murder. They are different actions, and they are punished in 3 different ways.
Well, honey, you're right. You're right, actually, because Muslims, if you read the Quran and if you read what you're supposed to do, it's really not good. I feel I can say that as an American, but many people are.
It's not humane.
Not right, which is American, in my opinion. So, but a lot of the Muslims, they don't, they're not radical. You know, they're lovely people. They're not radical. I think they think of it in platitudes, not like where the radicals are like eye for an eye, so they're going to pluck your damn eye out.
Right.
Or they're going to like treat women badly because they feel they can, you know? But Sharia law is
They feel they're supposed to. Right. It's even worse than they can. It's like it's their obligation.
Now, if you're a non-Muslim, you're the
infidel.
Yeah, treat them like a dog. Nothing. And you should treat dogs well. So it's all kinds of wrong.
Yeah, and then the notion that I see a little bit of this, you know, questions come over on social media. Should we no longer eat meat? Should we no longer have cows? Should we no longer have pork?
Oh,
you know, in honor of the Muslim students, there may be 5 in a high school somewhere.
A pork chop.
Should. So where is it? No, we are.
Who are you?
We are the host of people who come to this country, but as the host, just like in your house, if you are the host, people who come into your house, people who come into your country need to abide by the rules of your house. You are under no obligation to change your household in order to accommodate your guests. Now, of course, you want to be neighborly, you want to be friendly, you want to, you know, if they like carrot cake, then maybe you go out and get a carrot cake, but you're not going to change the fundamental structure of your household to appease someone who comes into it. Nor does any country. France doesn't change for us. England doesn't change for us. Canada doesn't change for us. Why in the world should we change for them? Why?
Mean, John and I love America. We would never move out of our country, nor would we ever take dual citizenship. Forget it, because we're 100% American. However, and for some weird reason, because of a disaster or whatever, who knows, and we had to move to France. We're learning French. We're going to assimilate out of respect for that country. We would never do that because we're staying American, of course.
Well, when we go somewhere else, I mean, when we went to London, I tried to learn English.
London calling. Oh. London calling. We went up beyond. That was so much fun.
Where is the notion? And I don't understand how our Congress, our Democrats can, like Chuck Schumer, can possibly keep telling people that it is our responsibility to assimilate into them.
No.
Not the other way around.
I mean, look at the Somali woman. Are you kidding me? The one who married her brother, allegedly, but I don't think it's allegedly anymore. And taking all this money from these fake, like, you know, businesses, and you know, and then she was like yelling at the president. Both the Somali gross women, sorry, and they're not gross because they're Somali, they're just gross.
They're just gross because they're gross.
Anti-American, and they're yelling at the president at the State of the Union. And then he's looking at everybody going, you guys are all crazy. Because this poor woman, the mother, and we've talked about this before, but I think it's worth mentioning.
The Ukrainian mom was there.
The Ukrainian mom was there, where this big, nasty guy just stabbed her, this little sweet girl, and nothing happened. So she was there, she was a guest at State of the Union, and all the Democrats, and it just sat there.
They wouldn't stand. They sat on their hands.
Let's at least agree on being, putting America first, and however he said it, and they just sat on their hands. They didn't care. And this poor woman.
Yeah, our first responsibility as public servants is the safety of the people of America.
Right. And they wouldn't agree to that. They wouldn't clap for that.
No.
So basically they were supporting the thug that killed this poor girl who was just getting off work, working in a pizza.
Yeah. Well, what they do is they refuse. They, as my grandmother would say, they continue to throw the baby out with the bathwater. They refuse to even consider that President Trump might have a good idea, that he might have just done something noble. He might have just done something that is for the good of everybody. And here's the flaw in the slaw, as old Roscoe would say. All of these things, the flaw in the slaw, all of these amazing things that President Trump and his cabinet are doing to keep the world safe, to keep America great, to do all that, the Democrats are also benefiting from that. So they're kind of like those people who refuse to help us police the waterways because they're going to benefit if they help or not. That's not how I was raised. It's not how I was raised. If you're, I was thinking about this morning. If you've got a property line between you and your neighbor and you want to put up a fence, then what you do is you go over to your neighbor. You say, "Hey, Charlie, I'm thinking about putting up a fence. Do you want to split it with me? Or just want me to, you want to look at the back of a fence, or what do you want to do here?" And you have two choices. And you can say, that's a great idea. Let's split it. Let's make a really nice fence that costs more than either one of us would spend on our own. And let's do that. Or you could say, well, Bill, since you're building a fence, I don't mind looking at the back of the fence. Go ahead and build a fence. That's not being neighborly. You're supposed to help one another.
And may I say,
please,
our town is so neighborly. We love Madison so much. We have this big, beautiful building. And on both sides, they take care of us. Like when we're gone, they'll take the leaf blower and whatever and sweep for us, and that way. And in the back, they watch.
They get the mail.
They get the mail. They're so wonderful. So thank you, Rhonda and Tim. Mostly Rhonda. Tim, you're great too. But Rhonda is a rock star and gets all of our mail and tells us everything.
Rockstar Rhonda.
But point being, and then we put the golf cart in the back, which is on her
Help me, Rhonda. Help me park in your backyard.
And it's time to get out our orange
golf cart.
Golf cart.
It does not have an 01 on it, but I do have a sticker. Put a little bitty 01 on it. Why not? Why wouldn't I do that?
So in our world this weekend, if you're around.
17 minutes. We got a lot left.
Okay, we got a lot to talk about. So this weekend is going to be fabulous. So on Friday, we're going to Lancaster, Kentucky at the Grand Theater, another beautiful historic theater. Then we're going to Calhoun, Georgia at the Gem Theater, another wonderful historic theater. Yep. We're so excited.
Beautiful place.
Then we're going to go to Minor Hill, Tennessee. And John did so well that it's sold out in an hour.
Oh, is that what I'm doing? 2 shows?
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay.
So they're like, can you
Sunday and Monday?
Yes, a Monday show. We never do a Monday show, but we agreed to do that. And then we're going to go through Tennessee, and John is going to record a song at RCA Records with.
Oh, that I wrote with Wood Newton.
And. Give me 2 seconds. I'm so sorry. But we want to give.
Take 2 seconds. I'm excited.
More credits due, but that's exciting.
They got to send me the song. I wrote the song with them, and they've got to send me.
Bobby.
Yes.
The last number.
They've got to send me the song so I can.
Not Barbie. Bobby Marquez, great guy. He invited John. John and he
I played at the
and another
Bluebird.
gal did a bluebird presentation.
Did a bluebird on my shoulder.
What would you call that? Not really a concert. What would you call that? Like a jam session?
Jam session, yeah, like a writer, yeah.
And the gal,
a guitar pull.
And this gal who's wonderful, who did the Faith Hill.
Hey, baby, let's go to Vegas.
Hey, baby, let's go to Vegas.
She wrote that.
Kiss a single life goodbye. So we have a special affinity to that song, obviously.
Oh.
And we'll be coming up on our 2-year wedding anniversary soon. But first, John's birthday. He doesn't even know what he's doing, but I do. Stay tuned.
Oh, my God.
We have good birthdays.
But this last weekend was wonderful. Played the Princess Theater. That was last weekend? No, that was weekend before. My gosh, they're running together. But
John's doing so many concerts and so many fabulous concerts. It's amazing.
Fabulous. It's a lot of fun. And I know what we have to talk about. Chuck Norris.
Aww.
Chuck Norris, my goodness. We worked in a little tribute to Chuck in the two shows this last weekend. Because as you know, Chuck passed away last week.
And John did that in one day. He's like, I want to give tribute. And you did.
Well, and I couldn't figure out how to screen record YouTube. Used to be you could download videos, but it's harder to do. So I wound up filming my screen with my phone and then cutting together little parts of Jacob's Ladder. But I did have the pleasure of working with Chuck a number of years ago on Walker, Texas Ranger. And he was a great guy, a wonderful guy, and really the picture of masculinity and health. And if you got a problem with, I don't believe there's such a thing as toxic masculinity, but if you think there is, then probably you're not a Chuck Norris fan. What did they used to say? Chuck Norris didn't do push-ups; he pushed the world away. Anyway, so we love Chuck Norris, and we did a little tribute to him for last week's show. I'm not going to have it in this week's show, although I'm going to put a couple of clips from Walker, Texas Ranger in there.
So John, in like an hour, not even that, maybe a half an hour, and John is so talented. His show is so good. Everybody loves it. Because, we try to think of every show individually. You know how some folks, like if they're comedians or musicians, they do the same show every time. Well, we have loyal followers that come always. If it's in the South, they'll get there. So we try to shake it up a bit. So last weekend at the Ritz in Brunswick, which was a great theater, great old theater. And then the Tip Theater in Tipton, another great old theater. These are beautiful theaters. The acoustics are wonderful. And we get such joy out of that. And Sonny Schroyer showed up. That's another thing John should tell us about.
Yes, indeed.
Enos came to the show, and he was such a rock star.
With his beautiful wife, Paula. And
so great.
It was so odd what happened. A couple of weeks ago, Tom Wopat, texted me, which he never does, and said, call me, I need to talk.
He only calls, he won't text.
Oh, boy. Okay, so I called him. Yes, sir. Called him. And he said, hey, Johnny, I'm going to go down and see Sonny. I said, oh, that's great. He's in Valdosta. I'm going to go down and see Sonny. You want to come? I said, I would love to. When are you doing? He said, I'll send you the information. So he emailed me the information. This was Saturday that he was asking me, and he wanted to go on Tuesday, which was St. Patrick's Day.
And we were here.
We were in Madison, Indiana, and we had just come back from a trip. So couldn't go then. But like Dee Dee said, we were at the Ritz in Brunswick, Georgia. And then we were driving the next morning to Tifton. And we both happened to see on the side of the road, because we do take back roads most of the time.
Valdosta. Oh, my God.
Wait a minute. My gosh.
We're right there.
Yeah.
So John calls.
Yeah, I called Mike Cook, who got in touch with Sonny. And we went and saw Sonny. And Sonny is 90 years old. Opened the door, and there's Sonny, Enos. And he grabbed me and hugged me, and I thought, well, I don't want to squeeze too hard. He's 90 years old. Then the son of a gun picked me up. I'm not little. He picked me up and gave me a bear hug. We spent, I don't know, an hour and a half with but then he
And then
and
they
Paula
just
say,
mentioned.
well, we're gonna be there clapping for you in the
And
audience
John
tonight.
and I are like, what?
So they were coming to the show. Anyway,
Anyway.
we didn't know. We didn't know we were so close to Valdosta. Anyway, it worked out so very well. And Sonny had a line of people. He took a picture with
Holding court.
everybody there. And I got to tell the great story about how, the reason why I had the nerve to show up to Dukes with a 6-pack of beer and all that kind of stuff was because there was this legendary actor in Atlanta who had auditioned for a movie, and the script called for the character to spit tobacco. So he spit tobacco on the rug in the audition.
They're not going to like that.
They didn't like but they said, look, we want him to come back, but please ask him not to spit
tobacco on the
rug. So he came back for the callback, and before he read, he took a piece of newspaper out of his pocket and he put it down on the floor. And he auditioned, and then he spit, and he missed the paper. He spit on the carpet. Anyway, but he got the role. He got the role, and that was the first time Sonny and I worked together. It was a movie called $1 Million Dixie Deliverance, which was part of Disney's Sunday night Wonderful World of Disney. So we worked together on that movie in 1975.
Wow.
Pretty darn amazing. I was born in 60, so I was 15.
Lord, that's what I thought. 75. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've been auditioning for things, and sometimes I get them.
I wasn't even double digits old.
Double digits old?
I wasn't.
No, you were 9.
Yeah.
I was 9. I was 9.
But I do remember the Wonderful World of Disney. How
hard for me to say. Wonderful World of Disney.
I know.
In living color.
Back in the day, though. But John said he went to the first opening day of, right?
Disney World. Yeah. Not Disneyland. That was in the 50s.
No, but that's a big deal that you went to the opening day of. And
October 11th.
And what did you do there?
Oh. Nothing. I was just October 11th, 1971.
You were there?
I was there. They opened they had a ribbon cutting thing, and everybody ran in. And but because my stepfather was part of one of the many electricians that helped to wire Disney World.
Cool.
So they actually had this pre-ceremony where family of people who had worked on it got. So I actually got to go in there before anybody else. I mean, there was a bunch of us. There was probably, 1,000 people.
When you wish.
But that was we were the only 1,000 people in the park. And this is how old it is. I had a Super 8 of going on the monorail, and you couldn't hear it, of course. They didn't have sound on Super 8. But I remember showing the Polynesian Hotel, which I think might be gone now. But they were still building the Polynesian Hotel. The Contemporary Hotel was done, but there was none. Epcot wasn't even a dream yet. So it was quite a while ago. But I did that because my mother she grew up in Sanford, Florida, and that's about 40 miles from what is now Disney World in Orlando. So it was a lot of fun being there. Where are we gonna talk about now?
Well,
I've lost my train. Oh, there goes my train of thought.
I am laser focused.
You are
Don't
what?
worry.
You are what?
I'm laser focused. Don't worry.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go back to Sonny Schroyer. So I had never met him. John, of course, has known him forever, and I just fell in love with him and his wife. They're so sweet. I'm still thinking about them.
Wonderful people.
This man is the sweetest man ever. What, 90?
90. And
he's like, I can't even tell you. And I was so thrilled that when, at the TIFF Theater, and again, we're at the Ritz before, lovely Brunswick, great show. The TIFF was special because, of course, Sonny was there, and we gave him his own chair.
Well, you got him a blue chair because he keeps thanking me. Thanks for my blue chair.
Yeah. So we took that chair. I found the best chair in the place, and we put it there, and we put a table there for drinks and their friends. They were there with another couple. And again, they sprung it on us that we backtracked to go see him when we saw the Valdosta sign. And then they're like, casually, we're coming tonight. We're like, what?
Yep.
So anyway, we set up a little kind of VIP spot for Sonny. You don't even know. Everybody there came and they were thrilled and they were so happy because Sonny doesn't really do much. You know, he kind of hangs at home.
Strong as an ox, yeah, but he doesn't travel around.
But it was nonstop line for Sonny. And this is the sweetest man ever. I'm telling you, he and his wife are lovely. She is English from a long time
She's
ago.
as English as he is country.
Yeah, sweet people. I'm still thinking about it. And not only that, on top of that.
You know, they are Green Acres. That's what they are.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
They are Green Acres.
New York is where I'd rather stay. And then he is doing something with, darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue. Yeah, she's England. She's like fancy. And then he's like, country. You are my wife. Goodbye, country. English life, Green Acres. Do. I love it. You're right.
American Gothic.
But let me tell you one more thing.
Yeah, because you're laser focused.
I am laser focused. So, what?
Nothing.
What was that?
I got something on my teeth.
Well, I'm not always laser focused, but today I am. I'm excited. I'm having a wonderful day. It's springtime. It's beautiful and wonderful. I love my husband so much. This man, you need to come see all his concerts because everybody leaves happy.
You've gotten off track.
No, I'm on track.
Okay.
I'm laser focused.
5 minutes.
Oh, okay. So I will talk about what I was going to, but I'm very proud of you because we are doing these shows all over the country and they love John. And when everybody leaves, they're like, we're so happy. This is great. His show's great. So come see it. But this is
it's different every time.
It is. That's what we do.
Because I make stuff up.
Like the, no, he doesn't. Like the Chuck Norris. And the Rangers are. He kind of talks it right, but it's good. I like that song. Okay, so Governor Huckabee.
Yes. Oh my gosh, what a sweetheart.
So last night we were thinking about Governor Huckabee. We still need to go to Arkansas.
Oh, he reminds me of Sonny. They do. They have the same sweet soul.
They're sweet souls. I mean, so sweet.
Yeah.
So that's, honey.
And caring.
I'm thinking the same thing because it's like, Sonny's like, my gosh, I'm so happy. You all are so happy. Like we are. Me and Paul are happy. You and Dee Dee, we're so grateful. What the nicest guy in the world. And then we get on top of that, Governor Huckabee.
Yep.
So Governor Huckabee, and John can tell you about this, when we went to his studios for the Huckabee show before. He is, I don't know, the ambassador to Israel.
Yeah.
Where was he last night, John?
So he popped into and I'm old enough now, and I'm urging you out there, if all of a sudden, for no reason, somebody pops in your head, text them. Give them a little text. Say, hey, you just popped into my head. We're thinking about you. So glad that you're, so he popped in my head. I said, we're thinking about you. You just came up in conversation. We're praying for your strength and your protection and your leadership. And within 6 minutes, I get a text back from Governor Huckabee.
I'm sorry, Ambassador Huckabee.
Pardon me, Ambassador Huckabee.
Now Ambassador.
Who it always reminds me that he was in the room when Dee Dee and I were backstage at the Huckabee show, and he said he'd seen me so sad and so miserable, and he said, I knew everything was going to be okay when I saw you too. He reminded me of that last night. But he's basically said, this is such great timing because we just had an air raid siren go off, and we are currently going to the bunkers. So while he was being whisked away to safety, he took the time to say thank you for thinking of me. And I think that's a special kind of a guy.
It is special.
Yeah.
So here's Governor Huckabee. He is going to.
We have not met Sarah. I have not met Sarah, but I'll bet you that she's cut from the same cloth.
We would look. We still have Arkansas to go to. I think it'd be lovely to visit the governor, Sarah Huckabee.
Minute and a half.
Oh, okay. But anyway, so we want to do that. But Governor Huckabee, he's going to a bomb shelter, and he's so sweet and considerate. He says, John, I'm so happy for you. I knew when you and Dee Dee were there that Dee Dee, you were meant to be, and you're going to be happy, and I love you. And I love you both. He said, I love you both. What a great man.
He said this is really great timing. I needed something like this right now. So it's wonderful. All that to say, if somebody pops into your head, you have a dream, you wake up in the morning, you think about, my music teacher, Mr. Tom King. Hello, Tom and Vicky. If they pop into your head, let him know. Let him know
When
you're
we
thinking
see that
about him.
Valdosta sign, we're going to Sonny's. And then he comes to the concert. So life is good. Appreciate everyone. Be, nice and be giving and,
Yep.
be happy.
Yeah,
Be
nobody,
happy. We
nobody
are.
ever, nobody is ever bummed to see that you're thinking of them. I guarantee you.
Truly.
So just drop a little sprinkling of goodwill here and there whenever it comes to mind, and there you go. I think that's all time we have.
Truly.
This has been Thoughts and Drinks with Dee Dee.
And John.
That's me. Love you.
Love you.
Mean it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do.
No telling what's going to happen between now and next week, but when it does,
We'll be there.
we'll
See you
talk
next
about it.
week.
Bye.
Bye. Woo.